Okay, here's how I make papaya salad, which I believe to be a very authentic Thai version of papaya salad. I'm going to start with the fish sauce on the upper left-hand side. That's Tiparo's brand. That's probably the most popular brand of fish sauce in Thailand. Next, I have some lime juice. You could choose whatever variety of lime juice you can get your hands on, or fresh lime juice would definitely be better. Next is tamarind paste. There's a couple of brands of tamarind paste that are available in various supermarkets and probably on Lazada as well. Then there's Thai palm sugar, which would be the most authentic type of sugar to use in the recipe, but other sugars could be used as well. Local palm sugars, for instance. Cooked, unsalted peanuts, roasted blanched peanuts. Dried shrimp. I try to find a nice brand of dried shrimps that kind of look something like that. Kind of small but meaty. Out in the front, there's shredded papaya. That you buy one hard green papaya, medium size, and peel it, and then make your shreds with this. And the shreds last nicely in the refrigerator for, I would say, up to about 4 days. Traditionally, there's cherry tomatoes in there. I don't have any right now, so I'm just going to slice up some tomatoes. Thai chili peppers. I like to have red and green. I think it probably enhances the flavor profile by having both. A couple of cloves of garlic, and I guess about 3 string beans would be fine. I'm going to make 2 portions, and this is about right for 2 portions. The mortar and pestle is about a 9-inch, 8 or 9-inch mortar and pestle, and I find that to be the perfect size. So the first thing I like to do is throw the peppers in here. 1 pepper for each portion is probably sufficient. For medium spicy, probably 1 clove of garlic for each portion is okay for enough garlic flavor. And then you take this and mash them. I leave the seeds in. Oh, I forgot to mention that the first thing I do whenever I cook is make sure that I wash my hands. And that I'm using clean utensils. So that kind of makes a paste out of that. And then this brand is kind of stronger than other brands I've used on the shrimps. Some are stronger, some are not. And this brand, I don't use too much shrimp because I don't want it to become overpowering. But you take those shrimps and you basically season them with the garlic. By mashing them in. And the next thing I'm going to do is add these guys here, string beans. pieces are about that big. These string beans are a little on the stringy side this time. Sometimes they're better, but I guess that's why they call them string beans. But yeah, I've had more tender string beans in the past. And then you mash these, but I mean you don't mash them all the way down. You just kind of, you want to break them up a little bit so they can absorb the sauces. Next, I will add some palm sugar. I think about a tablespoonful of palm sugar should do it. If you like it sweeter, you add more. I'm trying to keep my sugar intake down. Tamarind paste, about 1 tablespoon will do it. Tablespoon. I'm going to go with almost 2 tablespoons, tablespoon and a half. And then 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. You mix this up. Mix it well, because you don't really want to bite into a piece of sugar when it's done. So you want to make sure that all the sugar gets dissolved in here. Well, I can smell the lime already. This particular brand of lime juice is very limey. Fresh limes would be better, I'm sure, but they're hard to find, if you can find them at all. A lot of times you can find green lemons out here. I don't know if those are limes or not. Okay, and I'm going to cut up those tomatoes, throw them in there. You don't really want to mash them in or anything. You want to keep them mostly whole for the most part. And then in goes, I would say that's about 1 small serving. And that's about another small serving. I think there's probably enough juice here to go with larger servings. And then you don't want to mash this in per se, but you want to mix it, and you want to mix the papaya in with the juices. Really about it. It's pretty easy to do. Next, I'm going to separate out one portion, approximately one portion. Try to make it put some juice in there, put some string beans in there. It's easy to do this when you're trying to film it. Make sure there's enough juice in there to make it interesting. And then top it off with a little bit of peanuts, maybe half a tablespoon per order, and that's about it. That's how she looks. Ready to eat.